Hello everybody, greetings, welcome to this offline recorded webinar today, July 4th. It is July 4th, but it isn't 6 p.m. I'm recording this early because I'm going to go off somewhere later. I wanted to do it today anyway. It is still our Monday educational. I don't like missing sessions, so I'm going to upload the recording and share it early. I do have a topic and I am keen to get the message across to you guys as always. So what is the message for today? It is APT, a real word apparently, but we made it an acronym last week, didn't we? Analyze, plan, trade. I came up with that acronym just last week. No sooner I spat it out in a session and a day later I received a text from someone caught out by 1 pip on a stop loss trading during a news release. I hasten to add an unplanned trading session and a clearly scheduled news release. Remember that song? Things that make you go, What to do or what to say about it is more to the point, isn't it? We cover these points so often and so regularly. So tell me please, all of you, and feel free to answer in your own thoughts here, as in don't really tell me. I know the answer. You know the answer. Here's the point. You make a regular journey in your car. Perhaps you use public transport, but a regular journey it is nevertheless. And yes, sure, we all do, don't we? So we know where there will be traffic signals forcing us to yield, to stop, to turn. We know there will be train stations along the way where the train will stop. How is it that following the same course of action is so terribly tough to understand whilst we're trading? Chatting online with a trader on Thursday, he missed divergence with rejection at a very BRN, a big round number. And I used the line with him, didn't see that coming, huh? Things that make you go, You know, it really all is there to be seen, but you still have to look. The patterns, the big round numbers, BRNs as we call them in this group, the divergence and line rejections, all it really adds up to is this: price will cross a line or it will reject a line. We really do know already the lines to best look at. I mean, we do, don't we? I would hope after all of my ranting and all of my rambling on about this, I'm always banging on about it. Some of it, I would hope, would have stuck by now. Range? Clear going into it, isn't it? Clear enough, innit? Reasons? Well, usually obvious enough, really. We have on several occasions discussed volumes. They differ through the hours of the day. They differ throughout the days of the week and through the weeks of the month, so too the months of the year. Predictable enough then, really, isn't it? Especially if you can wrap your head around the cyclic nature of it all. Rinse and repeat then. What's the problem? Yes, there it is. That human element. The problem between the keyboard and the chair. Self-awareness or self-analysis, anyone? However new to this group you may be, you have for sure heard me self-analyzing myself. I did it lots just on Thursday last, didn't I? Since I knew I was not at my best. Even on the day took a 6 pip loss on the day as a result. But I knew the why, I knew the how, and I switched right away to demo on my second strike. I had 2 strikes that day. Strike 1 was the sell at a suspected rejection of the big purple Barney and the big round number with no signal. It didn't cost me any money. I made pips off it. That's not the point. It was a strike because I failed to wait for the signal. Strike two, yes, the 6 pip loss because I failed to wait for it to come out a loss. We all know I wasn't well. I know I wasn't well, so I'll take it on the chin. I still had in the bank for the day over 150 pips positive. So I'll take that. That's okay. But I checked out of the live account right there on strike 2. Discipline, anyone? I used that apt approach, and we looked at that in great detail when we came up with the analogy, didn't we? We analysed, we planned, and we traded one of the US Open sessions. We did all right, though I say so myself. Nobody reported any losses. We all did rather well on the day. Not recorded, but there were plenty of witnesses in the live session. That'll do for me. I don't care who thinks what. There was enough in the live session for me to be able to put my hand on my heart and say, we did our job that day. So yeah, I used the apt approach, and I include myself in the analyze part. How are you feeling? Did you plan to be here at the charts now? Not just today, I mean right now. Did you plan to be at the charts? Does it show that in your daily trading plan? Have you properly checked the news? Don't nobody attempt to tell me that isn't exactly the same as planning a regular journey in your car or even on public transport. What, you don't check the timetables? You don't check a journey plan to see how long it will take me to get from here to there? If you drive an electric car, do you check to see if there are charging stations on the way? If you drive a proper car, do you make sure there's gas in the tank or diesel in the tank before you set off? Or know that, hey, I'm going to go this way today so I can stop at that particular service station on the way? Or what? You arrive at the train station 2 minutes after your train left? And sit for how long now? Or you fail to fill your car and you run dry of fuel on a busy stretch of highway, motorway or dual carriageway miles from a filling station? No? Well, why do it on the charts then? Isn't this just every bit as important? Or what, are you just here to give it a go? I'll try, I'll give it a try, I'll what was it? Not just give it a go, what's the other word? I forget. It doesn't really matter. Depressing is what that is. It's usually very obvious, and in exactly the same way, hindsight tells you what you should or should not have done after you did it. Very often in our sessions, levels are identified as potential targets and entry points using the long-range templates. I've yet to see that analysis bite anyone, and it always yields for me good results. So what? I mean, just exactly what is it being missed here? If we were in a classroom environment here, there would be several D's and E's being issued on report cards. Don't make me look for a note from your ma. If you've sat down at your PC for an unplanned trading session because, oh, well, I saw this and I saw this, or I just thought, well, how's that thinking thing working out for you? Analyze, plan, trade, and use discipline. Maybe we should add that, DAPT. Discipline, analyze, plan, trade. Discipline, lads. Really, don't make me look for a note from your mammy. I would like you to do this properly and don't skip bits. Sometimes my faith in humanity gets shaken, often by politicians, but you know, that's a whole other story, isn't it? Recently, we've seen in the news, it is the 4th of July 2022, and in the news, in the USA, apparently, a gun has more rights than a woman. Wow. And feel free to ponder on that in case you believe somehow that humanity is not dumb at all. It's not dumb as wood. I really think we should put more women in charge. I really do. A gun in the USA has more rights than a woman. So I'm sending you all here an SOS. Not save our souls, a proper SOS. Because here we are. It's today. And tomorrow it will be tomorrow, won't it? So not save our souls, but tomorrow we might be a little slower. We will be a little bit older. Let's hope we're all a little bit smarter. So SOS, slower, older, smarter. Hope for you all, anyway, I would. And then I would ask that you all enjoy the rest of your July 4th celebrations, if you are indeed a US member. Happy Treason Day, as one, soldier might say. Just, my, dark humour there. I might move to the dark side at some stage and give up the nickname Yoda. No, of course not. Why would I? I like my nickname Yoda. I've not a great deal, I've nothing more to add, in fact. We're only 12 minutes for this session. Apt, I'll say again. Analyse, plan, trade. But don't leap in every 5 minutes. Some advice I give to some of you who take 20 trades in 1 hour. Really? Give yourself 3 to 5 bullets to fire in the day. And cherry pick. Slower, older, smarter. There's the SOS that I'm sending you. Now please trade safe, all of you, and I'll see you on the next live webinar. Cheers everybody. Trade safe.